This is Cynthia Ortiz. It is April 20, 2022. All right, Mr. Perry's still contacting me, Mark. After I did the last screaming, ranting, yelling, you're raping me, get off me, scratching eyeballs out, go away, do not contact me again, bullshit. We're all tired of this, Mark. Get your client under control. You really don't have a choice. We think as much as you guys get caught and told on, it is hysterical that you think you do. Just tonight. She's not going to sign his apology that he wrote, not her words, his words. After he does the second false arrest, he's been threatening since he did the first false arrest. Obstructed justice. I'm getting poisoned. I file a police report in compliance with the law. You have to file one, Charles. In Oklahoma, if you want a stalking order. So, you're threatening me with false arrest and death every day. Property loss, income loss every day. If it's been said. It's been said over and over and over every day. So, actually, there's one before this that needs to be seen. Apply, use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty. I got to do this disclaimer. I'm really pissed off right now because I keep telling Mr. Perry don't contact me, and guess what he's doing? Contacting me. Jamming up my phone, jamming up my computer again. My computer doesn't even work. It's brand new. I've had it like 2 years maybe. So they didn't want me to fight them in court, so they ruined it. Got into my apartment when I wasn't home. Ruined it. So I can't even hardly use it. Mr. Perry can type in it though, oddly enough. So hacking is a crime. Stalking is a crime. It's a felony in Oklahoma. Fraud and perjury in court is a crime, Mr. Perry. Peeping is a crime. You're a little peeping Tom reject. I moved twice to get away from you and your drama. And your mental disease. And you're slow. You're very mentally slow. Our shrink is like, he can't even function normally. We all know what normal functioning is. Sitting around on your fat, lazy ass watching a woman in her house. Contacting her against her will. Causing one problem after another. That's not normal function. Normal function is you get up, you go work. You take care of your family. You hang out with your family and your friends in Lubbock where you live. And you don't bother other people. And you don't have a meeting trying to make a one person fail. And you don't commit one crime after another. And more trying to cover up all the 20,000 before that. Racketeering. Fraud. All this stuff, coercion. Witness tampering. Victim tampering. Never been caught this much in your life. He's going to do it to her again. Then he's written up an apology. He's going to make her sign it. Or she doesn't get to go home. There's a plea deal in it for you. But you got to sign this apology. They're not your words. They're my words. Against my will, you're trying to make me sign an apology. Are you shitting us with this? You're going to go into court. Perjure yourself again. Do another false arrest. Then when I'm sitting in there, you plan to give me some apology you typed up and take a plea deal, and then I get to go home. Otherwise, I got to sit there and rot. Duly noted for the record. But for you doing stuff like that, I wouldn't do these podcasts. We're going to send her home, harass the shit out of her, wreck her car 20 times, hack our food delivery apps, and have our people order and get her picture on their camera doorbell, or file a complaint with the Uber apps, Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash, and say we didn't get our food when we did get our food. Just lie. Or give her the wrong address so she gets a complaint for not delivering because we gave her the wrong address. Get her fired. Rent out the whole strip club, send our 5 guys in, run off all the good customers with money. Send our 5 guys in to give her canned food. Then when she tells on us, we're going to say she's harassing us. We're going to lie. In a court of law, under oath, under penalty of perjury. Do it to her again. Because it's election time. You do it every time it's election time. Although you've tried to do it in between, and we caught you, so you couldn't. You caught again. When you fuck with me, you get caught. Nothing else happens. It's been 6 years of that. McNamara email was the first. You're not getting it. People don't like what you're doing. You're being stopped. I don't want to lie for you. I don't want to contribute to your criminal activity. I don't have to. You're not going to make me. Judge Parker, if you're the judge on this, I keep hearing your name come up in chat, in the police recordings. So, I am being told that there's going to be a false arrest by way of another perjured statement, and then I'm going to be told I must contribute to criminal activity that I'm working very hard to stop. I don't want to. They're trying to force me against my will, or starve her into a lie, make her go sit under a bridge and have no food for a week, and then she'll lie for us. That didn't work, so now it's this other. I mean, it's a different angle every day. So, hang on. That's the McNamara email. He's going to false arrest me and make me lie and try to entice me to lie. It's not changed. He's just going at different angles. The date on that is in October 2015. Look, read the date. October 29, 2015. This is a police recording. Who has the actual recording that made me type that up? Yep, okay. This is another police recording. Who has the actual police recording? I'm going to tow her car and sell it before she figures out it's not legal. Look at the last highlighted sentence. Look at the date. And then, a few months later, guess what happens? I'm driving down the freeway, and a brick comes flying at me, hits the pavement, bounces up and hits underneath my car, cracks the engine in two. It was intended to hit me in the head, I'm pretty sure. I went out a different way because I could see Perry's guy sitting at the end of the drive where I normally would go out. That guy called down to the guy down the road with the brick. Here she comes. So I went out a different way, and it delayed me about 3 minutes. So it didn't hit me in the face, thank God. It hit the car. My car was totaled. That's car accident number 1 he caused, right after he's threatening my car specifically. Then there's this, in October. A few months after that, I wrecked the car, I want to say September. I just got this car. He has somebody wreck this one. You know what? Terry Wagner told me you guys did that. Terry Wagner's a truck driver. I'm explaining to him what happened, and I'm like, there's no way anybody could do that on purpose. A truck went by me, and the back end of him swung around and whacked my car, blew the tire out. I called OHP because I don't know how to change tires. OHP was very kind, came and changed the fucking tire. Blew the tire out. He's like, did you get the plate? And I go, that guy was going like 90 miles an hour, and he blew my tire out, so I couldn't really chase him to get it. He goes, I can't do anything without a plate. I go, I know, but I couldn't get it. So I'm telling Terry Wagner, who was friends with David Robertson, Dynamic Shot, they all do road construction together. Terry's like, you can do that on purpose, and he explained it to me how. And I said, if I put you on the stand, what are the chances? I mean, is there another explanation that that's an accident? He goes, I think that the guy did it on purpose is what I'm saying. I think that the guy was told to do that. You just bought the car. The guy comes by me in the lane next to me. I had gone around something, but I'm back in my lane. It didn't hit the back end of me. It hit the side of me. So it was raining kind of. I'm going down the road in the far left lane on the highway, kind of by the Hard Rock, and there's something in the road, so I go into the middle lane and back around into the left-hand lane, and here he comes driving like 90, and I was glad I got back in the lane in time. He didn't rear end me. His back tire swung around, like he almost passed me, swings around and hits the back end right here, and did that to my car. So that's the first time something like that happened. July 3rd, 2021, somebody hits my car in a parking lot. I was inside of a business. I come out, and the front end is like that. The tire's bent in. You can't even drive the car. So they were worried I was going to go to Manford for July 4th holiday to see my family, and they didn't want me talking to everybody in Manford. I'm a witness for Mike. Mike didn't do it. He doesn't have a mark on him. He was found drugged. I said it in March 2020. Didn't come out in depositions. It was confirmed in depositions in May. I've said this before. This is not new. So again, we have a wheel hit. So there's the next one, July 2021, just a few months later after the first one. Year after that, I got a new car. Remember, Perry said she's not getting a new car in a new apartment. I throw a fit. Get out of my business. You shouldn't know what I'm doing, stalker. I moved twice. Me and Dennis were by ourselves in Lubbock. We're doing pretty good until you decide to ruin everything and fuck everything up. Now all of a sudden our lives were ripped apart. Bad. I watched my little boy hurt because you are a sadist. You get off on hurting people. And you did. You hurt him bad. You hurt all of us. I'll never forgive you. Ever. For what you put us through. So I leave, and I make my son leave all his friends. We move to Dallas. I meet Fabian. I'm trying to put all that in the past. I completely changed my life, changed my career, everything. To get away from you, drama queen, troublemaker, sadist, monster, and didn't do Texas legislation, did politics all my life. Long before I met you, I knew a whole lot of people in power. You got enamored when you see pictures of me with Harry Reid, Senator Reid, and a lot of other congressmen and senators. You got and Governor Perry. Did you get all enamored and fixate on that? You can't keep up with me. You don't even get close. You don't fit into my crowd. My crowd is normal. We function normally, or high functioning. You don't fit in. We don't hurt people. We try very hard to help people. And if we know somebody else is hurting somebody, we'll kick their ass. That's my crowd. You don't fit in. Never did. Never will. Excellence. In law enforcement, these guys are. You don't know what that looks like. So, I guess you buy everybody. So, again, October 2021, I get hit. No, the other one was October 2020. I'm sorry. July 2020. This one is October 2021. I get the new car in the new apartment, and somebody called up here and said, so now she can't say she didn't get the new apartment in the new car. And the guy replied, do you have any idea what she had to go through to get all that? It's just a little bitty apartment. It's just an old beat up car. It is old. It's like worth $800. And the guy goes, he'll try to take it away from her the second she gets it. Watch. And you have. And everybody hates you for it. And it's not hard to get information. Everybody hates you for what you're putting us through. Me and the Millers and the Neelys. So, and my family, not yours. You need to get clear on what your legislative duties are. It's not stalking and wrecking cars of women, causing them to lose their job, peeping. You need to account for your time. And you can't, can you? So, our shrink is like, he needs to be in a nursing home or something. Some sort of special needs facility, because we have to repeat ourselves all the time, and he acts like he still doesn't understand what you're saying. Nobody gets caught this much and keeps going at it and is sane. That's not normal function. When you get a ticket, a time or two, like I said, going through Yale, you don't speed through Yale again. Perry gets caught every day. So does Dave Roberts. All of them. And they go right back at it. And they get all shocked and dismayed. Oh, she caught us again. Well, yeah, every day. It's been like that every day since the McNamara email. We have to say the same things over and over. We already know about that. We already know about that. We already know about that. You'll try to do it anyway. She goes, I know that Mr. Perry is mentally ill and has some sort of degenerative disease like Alzheimer's or aphasia or something, or senile dementia. But all of them do. He's got these guys working for him. All of them like that. You shouldn't have to say it more than once. None of them are normal functioning. It's not normal to want to hurt people. So, something's wrong with all of them. How do you guys meet each other? Did you have like an online weirdo chat group you all met in? I mean, how did you guys meet each other? All you sex weirdo, deviant, cruel men. How do you guys come together as a more? There's 5 of you: Charles, Dave, Josh, Joe, Matt, and then the guys you hire. Who's Blankenship? Who's Calvin? Who's Desiree? Do they work for you? Are those people Richard? Who are how do you people come together as a group weirdo club find each other? How do you guys find each other? Chat room or something online? I mean, how do you hook up with other weirdos? I mean, we don't cruel weirdos that have no empathy. You don't have an ounce of empathy for the people you hurt. You hurt people, you don't care how bad you hurt them or how. And now Perry demands a lie. He should be apologizing to me. I did move to get away and not have to deal with this. He's coming where I am. I've got Terry James. I'm sorry. Dave's text, Mickey James's text, Pinto wanting me to take $5,000 for Charles to be creeped out by him for 2 hours and drop my lawsuit that I recorded. I've got, 5 men approached me where I am at my work on behalf of Mr. Perry. Proxy stalking is called. Every time somebody hits me and causes property loss. Every time he hacks my phone and I don't make any money. You can't know which company I'm going to work for on any given night without hacking my phone. You can't know when I'm going to work or what part of town I'm going to work in unless you hack my phone. All 3 of those companies told our guys it's all chosen. Drivers are chosen on an algorithm, and unless he's hacking her, he can't get his people to order the food and get her on the camera or file a illegitimate complaint. Has to be hacking her. So what we want you to know, our cops called them. And I've said this is a repeat. We have to say the same things over and over and over and over and over. It's embarrassing. Dear God. Golly. Get yourself a notebook and start writing this shit down. I'm tired of it. Oh, everybody's so tired of it. So, this one was another one I got hit. Again, right at the wheel. I don't call the police on all these. In fact, the only ones I called the police on was I didn't call the one on the brick. My tire blew out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have called that one in. I called it in because I needed help changing my tire. OHP Chems helped me change my tire. I don't just call police. I don't need the police locally. I don't need them. Well, let me back up. We wanted Tulsa police to do their part on the crimes happening in Tulsa, but we don't have to have them. They're causing a delay. We're going to get it done either way. We're going to get it done either way. We already are. If I'm quoting what you just said, how is that not getting it done? You planned a crime. Now I've got evidence of premeditation. When you talk about it and you're recorded talking about it, right now you're just talking about it. Nothing illegal about that. The second you do it, not only do you prove out my recording, but you prove out, now I got malicious aforethought and premeditation. I got you on that. So, you're not getting it. When you do shit to me, that's what happens. Nothing else happens. Why would you want to keep... Here's your shovel, dig away. You do every time. So, they wanted me to call the Duvals. What does that mean, David? You wanted me to call the Duvals and I didn't. Why? See, I'm not going to get into that now, but David Robertson knows exactly what that is. What police have that recording about the Duvals? What courtroom is that going to pop up in? So, here's this. This is number 3. That's number 3. I'm sorry, let me back up. That's number 3 of them hitting at the wheel. It's actually the 5th car accident in just a few years. I'm getting hit. I'm not doing the hitting. This was Saturday. I'm sitting in the parking lot at Cheesecake Factory. I'm pulling out to leave. I have someone I got to meet. I'd been working earlier, so did some shopping, came back out, get in my car. I'm getting ready to leave to meet somebody, and I'm backing out, and boom. I jump out of my car. The man goes, "You hit me, you hit me, you hit me. It's you, your fault, your fault." And here comes his son or somebody he knows out of the bushes. "I saw it was you, it was you, it was you. I saw." And I'm like, I glanced down to look at where the damage was on his vehicle. And it's on the passenger side, which was opposite of me. And I'm like, no, that's not what happened. No. I go, no, sir, you hit me. He goes, no, I was waiting for this car right here to pull out so I could get that parking place. And as you're backing out, you backed right into me. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's what happened. Give me your information. Give me your insurance. Let's call the cops. Let's call the cops. I go, no. Okay, stop. Try decaf. You're a little anxious for all this. So what I'd like you to do is take my information. I'm going to leave. You want to call the cops, have at it. Or I'm probably going to walk a report into their office because we don't bother patrol for shit like your little scuff you got there. They've got other more important, crucial things to do. Don't tie them up. Oh, well, I just thought, no, I don't believe a word you're saying right now. And I've got somewhere to be. I'm going to look into this. And then we'll go to the cops. If I go to the cops at all, I usually don't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you can take my information. You call me. I'm going to figure out what the hell happened here. Really? And I'm going to leave. And we'll talk about this later. And I left. Well, we got to call the cops. You have to call the cops. I said, listen, you can walk a report into their office. Or whatever you want to do. I'm not tying up patrol's time today. Over your little scuff you got there. I don't know what happened. That doesn't look right. I'm going to go and we'll talk later. I'm going to look into it. He texts me. He goes, I think you were afraid to call the cops. Well, is there a reason I should be afraid to call the cops, sir? Armando Romero? Did you guys have something planned up with Mr. Perry to have me false arrested there? Looking to see if it was a gun. He planted my fingerprints on a gun, he said. Perry did. We got your fingerprints on a gun. He types in my phone. We're going to frame you for a murder. You know, because the jewelry thing didn't work, and the dancing with socks on didn't work, and the drug trafficking thing didn't work, and the the harassment thing didn't work. Let's try that. Sure, except I've never held a gun, so you don't have my prints on a gun. You did send Mickey James in to tell me that he teaches law enforcement how to shoot, to ask me to go shoot. Because you wanted to get my prints on a gun, right? Yeah, you got caught on that. I don't shoot guns, so. Then it was a tire iron. Okay, well, I've not even touched the tire iron. Remember, I don't change tires. So, there's that. They had my ex-husband take my car. So, anyways, here I am again, hit on the side of the car. The damage on his car, hold on. This is the bumper. This is the back of my car. You see any damage on it? Like I hit somebody, backed into somebody? Nope. Well, you can't back into somebody and hit the side of your car. That's not possible. So I'm going at this guy like you're an insurance scammer, right? I haven't mentioned Charles Perry to him at all. I'm very good at what I do. Very, very, very good at what I do. So there's two different scenarios going here. One is Mr. Perry hit another person to hit me because he wanted cops called and he wanted to do his little false arrest there. Either way, I don't call the cops. I mean, that's just not what I do. I've had all these accidents and cops have been called once when I needed a tire changed. And the poor guy was like, the guy called me and he was like, did you get a tag? And I was like, no. And he goes, I can't help you. I can't come. And I go, no, you are coming because the tire blew out and I don't know how to change it. Please come help me. And he started laughing. He was like, all right, I'll be right there. Thank you, OHP, for that. That was so nice. Actually, I have a story to tell about that, OHP. Okay, all police, you need to hear this. I get to work and I'm telling one of my coworkers about that incident that happened with OHP changed my tire. That girl, listen to me when I say this, she started crying. She starts crying. She goes, I didn't know they do that. And I go, what do you mean they don't do that? She goes, I've never seen a police officer be nice to anybody and help. And I'm like, what? I come from 4 generations of police. They do this stuff all the time. They help a lot of people. What do you mean? I have not. She goes, what I'm saying is I've not seen that side of a police officer ever. I see assholes. I see assholes when I see cops. I won't have anything to do with them. I can't believe one helped you change your tire. And I was like, no, he did. He told me he really couldn't come help me because I didn't get the guy's tag that hit me and blew my tire out. And I asked him to just please come change my tire, and he did. And this girl, has never seen that side of police. That hurts me because I was raised by 4 generations of police. That's what you do. So, just so you know, when you get asshole, you ruin it for the guys that are like that. And for citizens that have this horrible perception of what police are supposed to do. You don't understand how many people you have hurt. TPD. You don't know. I don't understand what's wrong with you. I don't know, Richard, if you are TPD. I don't know who the hell you are. I know you sure as shit wanted my ringtone. You have the nickname, Ringtone Richard. I don't know why you guys want to smear the name of the good cops when you act like that. And you kiss the ass of a man who shits himself all day. You have that all over your face. And there's honor in the badge. Why do you act the way you act? Why do you do that? Anyways, there's nothing on my bumper, as you can see. I don't have a problem calling police, but not Tulsa police. And I don't call police over every little thing. I just don't. I had a guy chase me all over fucking Tulsa one night. One of Charles's, I have learned how to ditch a tail. This fucker chased me all over the fucking town. And I have Tulsa police drives right by me. I didn't stop and ask for help. I'm like, as soon as I ditch this guy, I gotta go home and do my homework. I ditched him. And he made it pretty scary at times. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't need that. But there's the thing, is that people shouldn't say, I have never seen that side of a cop. And you're showing them that in the way you treat me. Just so you know. I have friends. They watch what I'm going through. Why would you do that? Dirty up the name of police and the badge. Degrade the badge. Dereliction of duty. I wish you would quit your job and just go work for the bitch sex weirdo you love. And stop taking taxpayer money and ruining it for the good guys, like the 2 that came into my club and said, we did not sign up to be police to do shit like that. So, but that doesn't mean they won't find a Richard who will. Richard, find a different job if you're a cop. They don't always tell me. I'll hear recordings, but they go to pretty great lengths to keep from me the identity, a lot of whom I'm listening to. Because some of that has to do with protecting identity of informants, just so you know. So, nobody knows who's actually, if this information was obtained wiretap, or this information was obtained informant, or leak. And I'm able to say I don't know. I'm not told that. So, okay. This is the back of my car, Romero. And there's not a mark on it. If I backed into you, there would be. The damage would be on the back of my car. Okay, the damage where, okay, you see on the right-hand side, the passenger side, where my lights are, just below the one, it's on the inside. That's where the damage is on his bumper. It's on the bumper. Right below where that light is, on the inside, you see there's 2 lights there on the passenger side. There's one on the outside, and there's one on the inside. It was like on his vehicle right there. So, that's where he hit the side of my vehicle. What he said doesn't add up. I'll show you in a minute.
Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. It is April 16, Saturday, 2022. So, as we know, every single day, Mr. Perry threatens to take my house. I'm gonna, be homeless or lie. We gotta get her kicked out of her house so she thinks she has no choice but to go back to Texas and lie for us. And that is a threat, Mr. Perry. That is illegal. That is not how you get people to like you. You do have everybody all pissed off. But I'm not going to put this video out right now, so this is right now just for Philip and Mallory. But he's also, my guys tell me there's not a day that goes by since that August 19, 2019, when he said it's not legit, but I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. Who the fuck do you think you are, stalker? I moved twice to get away from you. Why can't you just leave everybody alone and, get a life? So, they said there's not one day that goes by that he's not trying to run the engine, just tow it, like he said, or wreck it. So I've had 4 wrecks in 2 years. They always hit, like, right here at the wheel, so keep that in mind as I'm talking about tonight. So this is at the Cheesecake Factory, and the guy tells me that I backed into him. He has this kid, his son, I believe, comes running out of this tree. I saw everything, you did it. And I'm like, what? So I was like right here, and I had barely pulled out. I was about that much. He says he's waiting for a space up here, over here. There's the mall parking is all back in here. So I'll pull out. He's sitting right here. I'm gonna hit him right there. That's how that's gonna work. I'm gonna hit him right there on that side, right on the driver's side, right here. But that's not where the damage was on his car. It was over here. And at first I thought I didn't have any damage. There's nothing on the back. There's a little scuff right here, right by the tire where they usually hit me. So what it looks like is more likely that matches the evidence is there's an aisle right here to go park here. But it looks like actually what happened is he's coming out this way, and we get like that. As I'm backing out, he's backing out of the aisle, and he hits me like that. Maybe on purpose, maybe not, but we believe this is Charles' guy. Hits me like that. He wanted to call the cops immediately. He has a little scuff right here. Wanted to call the cops, and I'm like, don't have time for that. I don't think they do either. You got a little scuff there. We're not hurt. Go downtown, pay $7, park, and go in there and file a report. Well, we have to for insurance. Right? Okay, go ahead. You go do that. I'm busy. I've got other things to do. You go file that report. I mean, I can go do it Monday. You go do it Monday. I don't really care, but I don't have time for it right now, and I don't think they do either. We're not hurt. You got a little tiny scuff.
Okay, so Mr. Perry kept jamming that up. Mr. Perry, listen to the words I'm saying. I don't like you. I can't stand you. I've done everything I can do to kick you off me. This says in 2014, all I want for him to do is leave me the fuck alone. When you type in my phone, I'm here, I'm coming, I can see you. Do you know how bad that makes me want to barf all over you? It makes me want to throw up. What are the words that I said? Did I say I want to see you? Did I invite you here? Did I invite you, introduce you to my family? No, sir. I don't like you. I don't want you here. I don't want you to come here. I don't want you to see me. What I said is, leave me the fuck alone. Now, you got a shrink who is watching you, everything you do, and telling the judge he's not responding right to what is said. It's like he doesn't have any idea what you said. Like aphasia. Like Bruce Willis has. You're talking to him, and he's not responding properly. He has no idea what you're saying. He's getting caught every day for 6 years, and he has no idea what's happening. He's not understanding it. He needs to be in a special needs facility immediately, and that's the responsibility of his family and his friends. This man isn't just mentally ill. This man is dangerous. And he's getting caught, and he doesn't get that, what that means. He has no idea what it means that he's caught every single day. He's not all there. Something is wrong with his brain. He needs a thorough investigation. Examination by a physician. He has either senile dementia, Alzheimer's, or this aphasia. He's got something. Degenerative aging disease. He needs a geriatric specialist to look at it and find out why is it he doesn't respond correctly to what's happening and to what's being said to him, ever. He's bizarre. He gets bizarre with it. When someone tells you, leave me alone, normal functioning is to leave that person alone. You don't peep, you don't hack. You are breaking the law. Sir, stop. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like you have no idea. I want nothing to do with you. I'm not in love with you. You disgust me. And for someone to have to ask, I guess it was Mr. Powell, I just talked to Charles. I'm very concerned. He acts like he thinks Cynthia's family is his family. Is he aware that is not his family? Is he even aware of that? Because he's talking about them like that's his family. That is not his family. That is her family. I don't think his communications with them is something she wants. I think she wants him to leave them alone. So why is it that he's not sure whose family that is? He needs to go to Lubbock and be with his family and leave her family alone. Leave her and her family alone. So I'm a little concerned about his mental status and his mental stability. I don't want you to see me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to do your plea deal, sign the apology bullshit. Why don't you leave me alone? We're all sick and tired of you. No one cares what you think or what you want or how you feel. We're tired of hearing it. It's not that hard to get what you're trying to do next. Everybody's mad. Every time you cause me a loss of 1 minute of my time, 1 penny of my money, my property, my privacy, my computers and my phone and my job, every time y'all do that, you get told on. Nothing. Do you not understand what's being said to you? Charles Perry, shut up. Please, would you shut up? I said I don't want to hear it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Respond like you do. They're about to put you in the nut house. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I asked you to shut up. Shut up and get out. When you bother me, you guys get caught. Is that what you wanted? Because nothing else happens. And you go right back at it the next day, and now you got a shrink going, wow, okay, we know Mr. Perry's not right in the head. Different words, more professional, but that's basically what she said. But are all of them? Are they all like that? A little slow? We have to say the same thing over and over and over and over like they all have Alzheimer's? We remember it when you say it one time. We're smart. I have the IQ of like, I don't know, 125, 130. And these guys that work with me, it's even higher. So imagine how frustrated it is for us to have to deal with somebody that you have to say the same thing over and over. And you guys are running in circles. We get caught, we're going to do it again. And then you get caught, and you do it again. And then you get caught, and you do it again. And we're like, wow, okay. They're not understanding what's happening at all. That's not the right response to what we just said or what just happened. How'd she find out? How'd she know? Every single day. Mr. Perry, you're not going to see a college student go ask a 1-year-old little kid how to drive. Nor will I ask you what you think. I've been thinking circles around you in my sleep for a decade. I don't care what you think. You're just some skank monster. It won't stop raping me. I'm not in love with you. You don't fit into my crowd. My crowd doesn't hurt people. My crowd can think circles around you. A retarded monkey, literally, can sit and watch TV and make weird noises and hit buttons all day. And that's all you do. That is not normal functioning, sir. You embarrass the hell out of me. So how many times do we have to repeat the same thing before y'all get it? We're embarrassed for y'all. All of you. All of you. The Fabian puzzle got to me in jail, right up under your noses, and it wasn't up to you. And every time we find out what you're about to do, he's going to throw her back in jail. He's got this plea agreement all worked up, and she's going to sign that apology. Or she'll starve until she lies. Recorded. Who in law enforcement has those recordings? Who has them? As soon as she gets that apartment in that car, he'll start trying to take it away. And you have. 12th of February, recorded, talking to my landlord. How many people have you taken their homes away from them? Recorded. What courtroom is that popping out in already? Because some of that's being played to get more orders, don't you think? You got a meeting with 5 guys. The 6th one is in. You're going to play that recording so you can get a wiretap on the 6th guy? I mean, I'm doing a hypothetical because I'm not in that loop. Where are you spending your time? Why aren't you seeing constituents? Why aren't you doing taxes? Can you add and subtract now? How many times were you caught before you met me? How many after? And the more you go at me, the more you get caught. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because you act like you have no idea. You act like you don't even know what I'm saying. I'm speaking Greek right now. You are not able to understand what people say to you. She went through all your emails and said his responses are like a 6-year-old. It's like he doesn't know what's being said. He's just doing the best he can. He's got some kind of mental disease, degenerative disease. And nobody's doing a fucking thing about it. And guess what? They're all liable. Legally liable. His family, his attorneys. There's something wrong with that guy. He needs medical care. Get back on your meds. Are you snorting coke? Do you do cocaine? I've been around those girls at work when they're doing cocaine. They act just like you. You need to stop. You're pissing everybody off. The more you cause a problem for me, Charles, I don't want anything to do with you. Nothing. I hate it when you contact me. I don't want you here. Get out of my phone. Understand words. Respond right. I said no. The more you push me, boy, I get mad. I said no. I said no. Why can't you understand that? Why can't you function normally? You embarrassed the hell out of me. Get away from me. Get away from me. So, that's the deal with that. Hang on. What does that say? You can't prove you're not stalking by stalking more. You're a dumb son of a bitch. And that's the one that was reported to Officer Neely. I told him, they put this weird powder shit all in my trunk. Like, they just want me to know they can get in my trunk. They always get a key from the dealer. The dealer and the landlord, they get a key. They pay a little something something. He goes, oh, that's weirdo. Yeah. You know what that judge that signs off on these orders says? These guys are weirdo. How does she stand that? He knows every little creeped out thing you do. And boy, howdy, he gets to sign in those orders like a motherfucker. The more weird you get, the more cruel you get. You asked for it, didn't ya? It's like y'all like getting caught. It's been that way every day since the McNamara email. You get recorded. This thing with Matt Powell. Look at this. He was recorded. Can we get her whereabouts? Look at that. Look at the date on that. June 17, 2018. He still calls up here and asks that question. Can we not get her address? Can we not get her whereabouts? Get the hay out your mouth, first of all. In October, a few months after that, this is filed on the docket. Anybody can pull it up. Judge Egan's court. He mailed right to my house. I have a legally protected address, Mr. Powell. You broke the law. Envelope full of papers. Just to see where my, I was pissed. I was mad. Get a life. I moved twice to get away from y'all, and you do shit like that to me in Oklahoma. Get a fucking life. Get off your asses and go work. Go be normal. Oh yeah, our shrink said you're not able to function normally. We don't want to deal with it. Charles, I don't want to see you. You disgust me. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want you here. What part of I moved here to get away from you don't you understand? Act like you understand what people are saying to you, because you got a shrink ready to put you in the nut house as soon as she can. Soon as she can. Is that what you want? It seems like it is. Needs to be in a special needs facility, whether that be a mental hospital or a nursing home. That would be determined by a physician examination. That conversation happened not long ago between her and the judge that gives the wiretap orders and shit. So, how did I get that? Was it up to you? Nope. How did I get the Fabian puzzle? Was that up to you? Nope. How did I find out today? There's a plea agreement. You got your second false arrest all planned out. Well, you think you do, because we've had the drug trafficking that didn't work out. We had the jewelry thing. Have Terry give her jewelry from his wife's auction. And then starve her to death and make her take it to a pawn shop. And then we'll say it was stolen. And I take a picture of it. After that recording, I take a picture of it. My guys look at it, because he gave me a couple of pieces of jewelry. Gave them to me. And said, I thought you might like this. I have a shit ton of jewelry, and he does. His house looks like a damn junkyard from the auction shit being dropped off there. So they're trying to starve me to go. I take a picture of it and send it to my guys. My guys take it to their jewelry guy. You know what he said? I don't think they had given it to her yet, because this isn't worth shit. It's worth $10 maybe total, and it's not real. It's not. The pawn shops won't take this. It's like Walmart crap. I don't think they had given it to her yet. And then it's, we're going to get her for prostitution. A year after she's quit dancing, wearing socks in the strip club instead of her shoes. I gave a lot. Mr. Perry's always trying to get something. Those two officers told me he's going to have cops in here trying to find something. So I gave a lot of lap dances to a whole lot of cops. And I would ask them, what's the deal with the shoes off? These girls, everybody, all girls, take their shoes off in a strip club because your feet hurt, or you want to stand up on the furniture and you don't want to poke a hole in it. Oh, no, just cover your shoe. Just cover your feet. It's really kind of a stupid law, and it's a lot of ambiguity in it. And it's not prostitution. There's no sex act. There's no money changing hands for a sex act. You're just taking your shoes off because your feet fucking hurt. Or you don't want to poke a hole in the furniture. But it's a prostitution something. So Perry told him, oh, I got to run for office. You think you can get her on that? So we heard that recording, Perry. The harassment. I'm going to harass the hell out of her. And then when she says she's being harassed, we'll say she's harassing us. And you did it twice. Right here. Use her as a test case before the Supreme Court on harassment. Dated 12/31/2017, that long ago. That's what it is. We talked about it, we talked about it, we talked about it, and talked about it. This was before your attorney did it in civil court. Twice you've done it in civil court. It was fraud. You lied under oath, under penalty of perjury. So you're going to do that? In order for me, I haven't done any crime, so in order for you to have a false arrest again, you'd have to go into court and lie like you did on the first one. False police report in retaliation for a public servant doing his job. 2 things needed to be proven. You did it in a week. 1, that there was a false police report, meaning you had to get my blood test, fucking idiot, and get me tested and see if there was arsenic in my blood. You had to go over the video. All of that was destroyed because you obstructed justice, because somebody at TPD gave my report over to the offender. You don't do that. That's not how you do policing. And then, number 2, prove that it's related to politics. I have never expressed any disagreement at all about a political issue. I didn't do Texas politics. I didn't do it. I did federal. You didn't matter. You're the new guy in one of the smallest districts in the state. I don't waste my time on that. If you were asked for help, it was out of courtesy, nothing else. Not because we needed you for anything. I was a Republican. I helped you get elected. So what was the political problem? What was the issue? You still haven't said. We don't know if you imagine that, if you're delusional and you imagine something, or if you're unclear on what your legislative duties are. What mind fuck is it? Because you definitely have a mind fuck. Something's wrong with you. I want you to shut up. Listen to the words I'm saying, Mr. Perry. I would like for you to shut up and stop contacting me. Mr. Perry, I would like very much if you would shut the hell up and don't contact me again. Because it pisses me off. You know why? Because I asked you not to contact me at all. I moved twice not to have to hear from you. When you contact me, you guys get told on because you piss me off. You piss all my guys off. They go at you. We get more. You cause a problem for me. You cause loss for me. You cause a hardship for me. You invade my privacy. And Perry won't shut up. Never shuts up. We get more and more. So if y'all don't like that, you better get him off me and get out of my life. All of you. Get out of my life. Don't cause me to lose one more penny, one more minute of my time. Don't have no more hardships, no more problems. Well, the little things, quit jamming up my computers and my phone. Quit breaking shit. Get out of my house. Get out of my life. Stay away from me. I don't like you. You don't fit into my crowd, Charles. My crowd does not hurt people. My crowd is not weirdo. And you are all about the weirdo. That owns you. And for you guys that are cops, what in the world is wrong with somebody that can't do any better than be the bitch of a sex weirdo? Well, he shits himself all day and you got that all over your face. And everybody can see it. You proud of that? I'm not. I'm embarrassed for you. I was raised in 4 generations of police. 4. There's honor in the badge. You are making your legacy. Don't embarrass the badge. Don't do it. Don't embarrass the job. And police all talk all over the country, just so you know. If Tulsa police calls me and they got a case in my jurisdiction, a cross jurisdiction case, I'm going to put those fuckers on hold. I've repeated this guy before, but I've not said the bad words he said. He said a lot of bad words. I'm going to put those fuckers on hold and I'm going to lunch. They threw her under the bus when they gave her police report to an offender, and she's cop family, and you don't do that to cop family. And then they didn't help Mike. You don't leave a man behind. And then they let her sit there and suffer and get messed with and get messed with and get messed with. And you don't do that to cop family. Now I don't trust them. They bring me something. As far as I'm concerned, it's probably a bunch of shit. Bullshit. I don't know if it's legit or not, but I have a stellar reputation, and I'm not going to fuck that up for them. And they've shown us all what they are. We have a higher quality of work over here. So they put something on my desk, I won't trust it's even legit. It's legal. Because of what they did to those two. If you'll throw your own under the bus, you'll throw anybody under the bus. People talk. They don't like y'all. They don't like you at all. So, I don't know what to tell you. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You create your own reputation. You show people who you are by what you do in a situation just like this. So, I don't have the patience to deal with stupid. And I don't have the patience to deal with corrupt. So, whichever one you are, you know, I don't want to... I don't have the patience for it. I really don't. So this Armando Romero guy, I'm going at him like, you're a fucking insurance scammer, aren't you? I think that's what you are. Haven't mentioned Perry to him at all. Because supposedly they're not linked together, right? So I'm gonna let them do that. I'm gonna let them link themselves to each other. Just like I did Gene Mitchell and Travis Myers. And we have a reporter. If they had done what she said in March 2020, I guess it was, I think it was like April. It was after Mr. Perry got caught trying to hire a hitman to try to kill me. After we found out Mike was drugged. And then he starts trying to bribe me. I'll give you whatever you want if you'll lie for me. No, you're not going to give me what I want. Because first of all, what I don't want is to lie for you. You're trying to kill me. We want you locked up so you can't kill me. Or anybody else for that matter. Listen, Charles, we all want you in jail. So there is no more loss. And there is no more suffering. And there is no more peep and hack. And there is no more creepy Charles bothering everybody today. Again. There is no more weird Charles imposing and burdening the rest of us. Normal people. You're not normal. I'm normal. So, she said if he had done that, I said, I want Fabian and Tristan up here. So we can talk. And you don't butt in and you don't know anything about it. Butt out of my life, nosy body. You know, people who are nosy don't have a life. They just get in everybody's business. Start making problems. Yeah. And then, I want my money back that you took. I want Michael Neely home to his family. I want you to get the fuck out of my life. And I never want to hear from you again. And you're not gonna give me that. You're gonna give me what you want. And I don't want what you want. If I wanted what you want, you wouldn't even ask me to lie. If you and I wanted the same things, you wouldn't even ask me to lie. How dare you ask me to lie? I typed up this apology. These are my words. You're gonna say them. Nope, I am not, sir. I will not, sir. So, coercion is a crime. You need a better attorney, or you need to start listening to what people are saying to you and understanding it. Act like you understand words. And respond right. So, she said if he had done that back then, everybody would say she was wrong. See, she was wrong. She might be crazy. Because they got Michael out of jail, so they didn't kill Chief Miller and try to kill Mike. And she's doing fine. She's got money. She's got her shit. She got her life. Just doing good. But that's not what happened. Instead, they've done everything they could cover up. They kept her from testifying, and she's starving to death. They're trying to put her back in jail. So they did do that murder, and they did do the car vandalism. They're showing consciousness of guilt. So that's what a reporter said. Take it or leave it. I mean, I don't care what you guys think. You guys are all loony. So now you got that because you didn't do what I told you to do. Make it right. Make amends and get the fuck off of us. You're in a position. You know how many people, Charles, has sat there and watched me, what you do to me, and got, wow, she does some amazing things despite he's trying to hold her underwater all the time. We all can't wait to see what she can do when he's gone. We all can't wait till he's gone. We're all tired of this. Everybody's sick and tired of it. You can't be normal and like watching someone hurt another person. You can't be normal and want to hurt another person. Everybody's tired of it, Charles. I don't want to hear from you. I don't care to hear it. The more you talk, the more I'm just like, ugh, shut up. Looney Tune, stop talking. The guy never shuts up. Never shuts up. And boy, it pisses me off. Because I said, shut up. What I want is for you to shut the fuck up. I don't care what you think. I don't. Why can't you get what I'm saying? No one cares. We're all sick and tired of hearing what you think. And Charles needs a lie. And Charles wants a lie. And Charles this. And Charles... No. You're going to jail. I don't care what they tell you. You're going to jail. You're the criminal. You're causing the problems. You're causing the losses and the hardships. You're causing everybody to be stressed out and anxious. We want you gone. Gone. Who has the recordings that I type up? Who has the actual recordings that I type up? And what courtroom are they played in already? And you, if you're in front of Judge Parker, then you had better explain to her where you've spent your time. Take the receipts in, because we hear you're sitting your fat, lazy ass in a hotel room in Tulsa, Oklahoma, watching me in the privacy of my house, figuring out the next shitty thing you're going to do to me. And everybody's tired of it. And you should be in Lubbock with your family, seeing your constituents doing taxes and leaving everybody else the fuck alone. Listen to the words I'm saying and act like you understand and respond right. Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. And the more you refuse to do that, that is the law, sir, the more you get caught. Go function fucking normally, please. You really need to.